Everybody count to three.
One, two, three.
Hi, my name is George Plaza, and I'm in the software development track.
Hi everyone, my name is Isaac Gomez and I am in the application development track.
Hi, my name is Hamilton Shepard and I'm a part of the software development track of Europe Charlotte.
My name is Ariel Jones and I'm in the application development track at Europe.
Hello, my name is Kritu and I am in the project management track at Europe. I joined Europe to develop myself professionally as well as leverage the internship opportunity towards my future career goals.
I joined Europe because I wanted to further my education. I wanted to get the hands-on experience at a corporate level setting. And most importantly, I wanted to better my life.
I joined Europe because I want to enhance my professional skills as well as a long-term career.
I would like to have the power to support those around me, just as Europe has given me a hand up. I would like to give those around me a hand up in my own ways and to lift while I climb.
And as for me, the power to do is show people, young people like me, that we have the ability to go out in the corporate world and show them what we have.
I'd like to give a special shout out to all those who have supported me, including my family, my mentor, Jen Andrew, my coaches, Skip and Faith. Thank you for all your support and your guidance all throughout this year.
I want to give a special thanks to my lovely parents, Ellie and Miguel Gomez, and an awesome shout out to the best manager, Kimberly Lewis, and the RDV team.
My shout outs would definitely be to my coaches because they helped me go through thick and thin throughout Europe, and also my peer and also my teammate that's in Bank of America that was also someone that I want to shout out as well.
Thank you for this outstanding experience and for accepting me knowing I exemplified the Europe core values. As for Push, I'll truly miss you all. You all have changed my life for the better, and I cannot wait for our hashtag Push reunion.
Congratulations, Push. Thank you and good luck.
Welcome all to Europe Charlotte's inaugural graduation ceremony. My name is Corey Bennett. I serve as program manager for Europe Charlotte, and I have the pleasure this evening to be your MC for this event. It was great to hear from our graduates, and we appreciate all of the hard work that they've done. Let's please give credit to them as we celebrate them throughout the night. At this time, I would like to turn it over to Europe Charlotte's founding site director, Elise Ford.
Thank you, Corey. My name is Elise Ford, and I am the site director for Europe Charlotte. It's wonderful to have you all here today to celebrate Europe's first cohort. Today, we bring together family, friends, corporate partners, community members, and supporters to celebrate 40 amazing young people. 1 year ago, these young adults saw something in themselves. They made a commitment to grow professionally, to learn an in-demand skill, and to start their careers. Their successful journey is thanks to the many supporters who have rallied behind them, who have believed in their abilities, and who saw their spark. I'd like to thank Central Piedmont Community College for leading the way and providing the relevant and rigorous educational training. To Bank of America and Merck for hosting our first cohort of interns, where you provided the guidance and experience to prepare our students for careers. To the family and friends of our graduates for encouraging them when they were tired and they were stressed, and for celebrating their wins and their accomplishments. And to the Charlotte community for welcoming us with open arms. Your time volunteering, your introductions, and your advice paved the way for this cohort and for many cohorts to come. And now to our graduates. Wow, what a journey it's been. From orientation week, where you taught each other how to tie a tie, to our ribbon cutting, where you practiced your elevator pitch, to internship announcements, where you walked down the red carpet to receive your placement, to your internship, where you put all of that hard work into practice. And that dedication is paying off. You're accepting employment in your profession that you studied, you're expanding your knowledge by continuing your education, and you're applying and interviewing for careers that might have felt unobtainable 1 year ago. On behalf of the Europe Charlotte staff, I want to share how proud we are of you. We are honored to have provided this runway for you. You took the guidance, you took the advice, and you made it your own. We are beaming with pride. And remember, your journey with Europe is not over. You now carry the title of alumni. This means it's your turn to be that runway. It's your turn to come back to Friday Forum, and to be a guest speaker. It's your turn to provide feedback to an intern to help them grow professionally. And it's your turn to hire a future grad. Lift while you climb and provide this opportunity to others. And thank you all for joining us today. I'm looking forward to a wonderful celebration. Back to you, Corey.
Thank you, Elise, for your remarks. Our keynote for tonight's ceremony will be a fireside chat between Gerald Shatavian and Kathy Besant, representing Bank of America. I would now like to welcome Europe's founder and CEO, Gerald Shatavian, to address our graduates and guests.
Thank you so much, Corey. Congratulations, Elise. I'm so excited to mark this incredibly important moment in history. There will never be another first class of Europe Charlotte. You graduates are the pioneers, and you persevered and you achieved success despite any obstacle that might have been placed in your way. And the reality is the success you have achieved will not only help you help your families, but it will literally open the door of opportunity for all those who will walk and come after you. So you have become opportunity creators by being so successful in this first class. Congratulations to you on this remarkable achievement. It will impact young adults in Charlotte for many, many years to come. The reality, though, is that this would not be possible, and none of us would be here today if it wasn't for the leadership and the partnership that Bank of America has brought to Europe. In fact, it was the bank who welcomed us down to Charlotte that said, we want to open up a site in Charlotte with you and to make opportunity available to the many, many young adults in Charlotte who need that opportunity. And like with all relationships, there are leaders that make it happen. And in this case, I'm incredibly honored to recognize our executive champion between Europe and Bank of America, Kathy Besant, who is their Chief Technology and Operations Officer. Kathy cares deeply, and I know this personally, cares deeply about providing opportunity for others. She has been a champion for our students, for you graduates, for all of Europe for many years. It's an honor to recognize her, and an even greater honor to have a few minutes to have a fireside chat with Kathy as a kind of tribute to all your hard work in this graduation. So if I could welcome in Kathy as well, and we'll have a bit of a fireside chat.
Okay, Gerald, do you have me?
Fantastic. First of all, it's wonderful to see you. I always smile when I see you because I know how much opportunity you have created for those who most need it. So first of all, thank you for being here. Thank you for being the champion that you are for Europe. It's an honor to partner with you on this journey. So let me start by saying a huge thanks, Kathy.
Thank you, Gerald, and congratulations. Big hands up. Give it up for our graduates. You all are the celebration and the reason that we're here today. And I am, and the bank is, and Gerald and I, so proud of you. Awesome.
Yeah, totally. So we at Europe are super thankful for our partnership with Bank of America. In fact, the bank's had more than 1,400 Europe interns over the years, which is just remarkable. Can you tell us a bit why the bank's chosen to partner with Europe in such a significant way, and what's led you to do that, Kathy?
Well, I think Europe is unique, and I think our graduates today exemplify that uniqueness. I think, Gerald, what you and your team have created and what these graduates have signed up for and excelled at is not only learning skills that are applicable on the job, but learning what's important about being on the job. I have seen the just the effectiveness of your work firsthand in our 1,400 interns. I also know it personally because I was one of those people that needed a hand up, that needed a lift while I climbed. You know, most people, Gerald, I hope you don't mind if I do this, but most people would look at me and say, "What? She started at McDonald's?" Yes, I started at McDonald's. And by the way, I started at McDonald's when there were no computers. So I was adding up cheeseburgers and hamburgers with a pencil and a piece of paper every single day. I grew up in a house. I'm the oldest of 4 children. We had 1 shower, and that we didn't have that until I was a senior in high school. And so I'm very conscious of the fact that when most people look at me today, they don't know I was the person that needed Year Up. That I was the person and it's why I think our company, because we're all built that way, Brian Moynihan too, as you know, Gerald, we're all built that way. And I think it's ingrained in us as a company, and certainly ingrained in us as humans to want to be a part of something special like Year Up in these graduates.
We've seen that over the years, and I've certainly marveled at you over a number of years risen up to the highest levels within the bank. You have been the first, in many occasions, the first woman in many different rooms, boardrooms over the years. And I want to ask, how did you ensure your voice got heard as you progressed, that your vision was seen by others as you kind of broke some of those glass ceilings along the way, and now are at the very highest level of one of the biggest organizations in the entire world?
Well, I do think it's important to realize in any job at any level, there is no substitute for hard work, right? And at the time, and I shared this with you earlier today, Gerald, at the time that I was actually the first woman in the boardroom making a presentation, I actually didn't know it. First can be great, and I want all of our graduates to pursue being first and best at everything that they do. First can be lonely, which is why I think the Year Up alumni program is so important. It's easy to say we want to shatter glass ceilings or break racial barriers. It's another thing to actually live it and do it. And please know that you're going to work with the wind at your back as you become firsts, as you become, our graduates become first and only and best. The wind is at your back.
Now, I know over the past few months, there's been a confluence of factors that have brought together our politicians, our corporations, our citizens to talk about racial inequality, whether it's the killing of unarmed Black Americans or the disproportionate impact that COVID has had on Black Americans. We are seeing and talking about that issue in ways that perhaps we haven't in the past. And I know the bank cares deeply about this. Share a little bit with us how the bank's thought about directing their energy, their resources, their voice to create greater economic mobility and racial equality.
Well, racial equality and economic mobility go hand in hand. You can't have one without the other. And I think it's very simple for a company to say, we believe in equality. It's another thing to live it. You know, it's one thing to say lives matter. It's another thing to say with clarity, Black lives matter. To brown lives matter, to be willing as a company to stand up and acknowledge the past, but more importantly, acknowledge what needs to happen to change the future. So I'd say first and foremost, I'm proud to be part of a company where we are having those honest dialogues, where we are not, quote unquote, wasting or expending the moment that history has given us in all the wrong ways it has given us that moment, but to make sure that we turn those moments into really, no kidding, solid progress, that we change the economic dialogue, that we change the racial dialogue, and that we involve the usual people championing the causes of equality, but that we also ensure that every element of how we do business and who we are and what we stand for means we're driving out that equality that is, I think, as at the fabric of who we are as a company. It's why you chose to partner with us, and I think table stakes for how a successful corporation moves forward.
Absolutely. Beautifully said. Beautifully said. And I've lived that with the bank. I've known the bank for more than 20 years and seen that reinforced time and time again. Okay, so maybe a little bit of advice for our graduates as they transition into a professional environment in their next chapter. What one or two words of advice might you have for our graduates as they go forth?
Sure. First of all, I always, and I've said it before, no substitute for hard work. You never have to worry about whether your work is seen if it's great work. When it's great work, everybody sees it. And that's really the key. Second thing is to realize you don't have to know everything day one. I can honestly say that every single skill I use every day was taught to me over my almost 40 years at the bank. You know, I came understanding computation, I came understanding math, other things, but every single skill I used was taught to me on the job. So all of you as graduates come fully prepared, and you have what it takes by definition. Last thing I'd say is keep your network alive. Keep your Year Up network and your mentor network and your managers, keep them in your network, because there will be moments when it's lonely or it's hard, where you don't know for sure what the next right thing to do is. And that network is going to make it a family journey, a colleague journey, a safe and respected and helped journey. And I just think that's really, really important. I can actually tell you, Gerald, because I pull it out of the closet. I started with the bank September 7th, 1982. I can still pull out of my closet the pink, yes, light pink suit that I wore to work the first day of work. And I can still tell you the names of the people that were in my starting class.
Wow.
And I can't tell you the richness of the experience, and my success is 100% due to, I was not the only one making it happen. So I just can't say enough about the connections our graduates, all of you as our graduates, will have to Year Up, and Gerald, to your leadership and your team's leadership, and really the whole community of Charlotte supporting you. We want nothing more than everybody winning, everyone on this dialogue and in this broadcast winning. And so I guess those are my pieces of advice.
It's fantastic advice. We thank you so much for all that you have done to create opportunity for others, to support Europe and our students. You embody what, to me, it means to lead, which is to do good work, but also think about the community around you and how to make those come together. So we appreciate you. I'll turn back to Corey, and I will continue on with graduation, and can't wait to hear from our graduates. Thanks so much.
All right. Cheers.
Cheers.
Kathy and Gerald, sincere thank you for your inspirational messages. It is now my distinct pleasure to introduce Class 1 Student Keynote Speaker, Trinity Simpson.
Hello and good evening. A wise man once said, "Change will not come if we wait for some other person or for some other time. We are the ones we've been waiting for. We are the change we seek." And that wise man was our 44th president, Mr. Barack Obama. I'd like to start out by saying that this is in tribute to the countless lives lost due to injustices worldwide, nationwide, and here in Charlotte. We hear you, we see you, and we stand with you. A change will come. A special shout out goes to Mr. Torrey Smith, a speaker at our ribbon cutting ceremony. Because of you, I was inspired to be speaking here today. I would now love to extend the warmest of welcomes to our founder and CEO, Mr. Gerald Tertavian, Bank of America Chief Technology and Operations Officer, Kathy Passant, senior leaders, staff, family, friends, and of course, my learning community, PUSH. We all remember our childhood, getting out for the summers and playing in the yard all day. I remember my aunt telling me many stories during my long summer nights as a child in my hometown. Out of all, one in particular resonates with me today. My aunt often told me the story of a man by the name of John Henry. Alongside John was his son. Both were newly freed slaves looking for some sort of work, and around this time, the Transcontinental Railroad was in dire need of laborers. The guarantee of 80 acres of land to share once their section was done was the icing on the cake. And with long and grueling days, an ordinary man could only do so much work on the railroad. But John wasn't a regular man. See, legends have it, John was the size of a small tree, standing 7 foot and 6 inches, and doing the work of 20 men. Paired with his larger-than-life frame and strong will, John had with him a hammer that was said to be made out of the same chains that once bounded him. With the combined strength of Henry and the precision of his hammer, the completion of their railroad section was only a matter of time. Day after day, John and his team made massive strides of progress, until one day, an unknown man came along with an invention, a steam engine drill that would lay the track in a fraction of the time. In just a snap of a finger, John, his son, and the team were seemingly out of a job. Unwilling to be content with the losing out of a promise of 40 acres each, John challenged a man to a seeming one-sided race of who's faster. No one believed that even a man of such grit, size, and resolution that John had could come toe-to-toe with a man-made machine of such nature. But John did just that. He kept the pace, he fought the good fight, until a mountain stood in his way. The machine was equipped for just about anything, including carving through a mountain. And with all hope of John winning this epic showdown out the window, John said to his son, "What do we do when we're tired and hungry?" His son replied, "We don't quit." John then went on to say, "What do we do when we have to get through a mountain?" His son replied, "We get the big hammers." John blew through that mountain, and he beat that machine. In fact, that very machine blew up before getting halfway through that mountain. This story resonates with me in the large part by the need to push on and continue the good fight. It's a constant reminder to shake off what has bounded you. I could have stayed in my hometown. I could be working a minimum wage job with no opportunity and become another statistic. But so graciously, I had an opportunity to get away from my small town, the opportunity to go to school, the opportunity to learn critical corporate skills, and an opportunity to earn an internship at Bank of America, one of the highest regarded companies in the world. In this last year, all of us have had nothing but opportunity since day one. I remember just after one day, I learned most of my learning community's name and favorite food. Ryan loves stroganoff, Ariel loves fries, and AJ loves pancakes. Along the way through learning and development, we learned the importance of detail from Skip, the need for high energy from Quan, the benefits of mindfulness from Monica. From Corey, we learned the tricks to the trade, and Corey, I'm still gonna get that corduroy suit. All in all, and through, we also learned that even when we're down and out, just one email to Erica will turn water into wine. Throughout the year, our staff have been our saving grace, but we ourselves have been our own refuge in the wake of the pandemic and protest. But stuck like glue, we found ways to remain connected and have grown tighter together. And with that, I'm proud to announce that I will convert into a full-time position here at the bank as an operations control analyst starting tomorrow morning. I'd like to thank my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ, my managers, Thea Collins and Titus Sandy, my mentor, Justin Smith, my amazing team, my family, and my friends for supporting me day in and day out. As some of us transition into conversion, college, and other opportunities, remember this. Just like John, we could have remained bounded by our past. We could have told ourselves we would never be selected or even deserving of Europe, but we all made that first step to tearing down generational boundaries. The boundaries of race and gender-based wage gap, the boundaries of economic mobility that our city and Bank of America are actively fighting, and the boundaries of racism, sexism, and countless others. Many of us have thought that this was too good to be true, and in reading this to you now, it's real, it's set in. In the words of the legendary Skip Burns, I say that to say this: when you think you're done, do more. And when you're done with that, dig deep. Believe in yourself, punch it, and do more. There's always more to learn, more skills to be perfected, and more to change. And that change starts with you. Thank you to Central Piedmont, You're Up, and Bank of America for treating us to such a wonderful time. And thank you to the class of 2020, Cohort 1. Remember, persist until something happens. Push. Now it's time to rise. Thank you.
Trinity, thank you so much for sharing your experience with us. And again, a well-deserved congratulations. I'll now turn it over to Quan Bryant, Recruitment Manager, for our awards presentations for this evening.
Thank you, Corey. We will begin with the awards to recognize some of the individuals and partners who have been very influential in supporting our first cohort. The first award goes to a volunteer who has consistently served as a guest speaker, a mentor, and has provided their time and support to our students in regards to professional development in multiple learning community events. This volunteer also goes above and beyond investing time coaching and engaging with students outside of the traditional Year Up activities. Congratulations, Kismet Moore with NFP, the recipient of our Volunteer Champion Award. Our next award goes to someone who has paved the way for a successful launch of Year Up Charlotte. His commitment to our young adults and the success of the program is in every action, from making connections to being a guest speaker. I am honored to present the Year Up Charlotte Educational Changemaker Award to JJ McCahern, Central Piedmont Community College. Our next award is the Intern Manager Award. This award goes to a manager who has demonstrated unwavering commitment to Year Up, our mission and goals. He has given his time to help launch Year Up Charlotte, contributed to our program curriculum, and hosted an intern himself. We are grateful for the partnership and honored to present the Intern Manager Award to Will Nova, Bank of America. The Year Up Charlotte Legacy Award is presented to an organization that has demonstrated unwavering commitment to Year Up Charlotte. This year's recipient donated their time, talent, and essential capital that ensured the successful launch of our site. They fostered connections to prospective corporate partners and donors, like-minded organizations, community stakeholders, and government leaders, allowing Year Up Charlotte to build a strong foundation of support that will benefit the young adults we serve for years to come. I am honored to present the Legacy Award to the John M. Belk Endowment. Congratulations to our award recipients, and thank you to our partners for all you do. We will now move on to the Student Awards. The Dave Reddick and Chris Mello Awards are named after two of Year Up's early supporters who tragically lost their lives on September the 11th, 2001. We thank them both for their contribution to our organization. The Dave Reddick Award for Excellence goes to a student who displayed high standards for action. The first recipient, Year Up Charlotte's Dave Reddick Award, goes to Trinity Simpson. The Chris Mello Award for Leadership goes to a student whose leadership skills have gone above and beyond expectations. I congratulate Jordan Villatoro as the first Year Up Charlotte recipient of the Chris Mello Award for Leadership. The final award is the Year Up Core Values Award. This award goes to a student who embodies the core values: respect and value others, build trust, be honest, be accountable, engage and embrace diversity, strive to learn and work hard, have fun. I am honored to present the first Year Up Charlotte Core Values Award to Lizette Gomez. Congratulations to all of our student award recipients. Keep lifting while you climb and as you continue your careers. Back over to you, Corey.
Congratulations to our award winners, and thank you, Quan. We're going to move right along into the main part of our gathering for this evening, recognizing our graduates. Please help me in welcoming Erica Potts, Associate Director of Program for Year Up Charlotte, to lead us in presenting our graduates with their certificates virtually.
All graduates have been mailed their certificates, so we welcome them to retrieve them from their graduation boxes as we call their names. Miguel Angel Fuerte, Marisa Ari, Afan Asgar, Jenny Bing, Ryan Blauen, Aaliyah Carlock, Michael Chang, Nurul Chowdhury, David Condi, Brandon Crowder, B. Decker, Zanaya Epps Graham, Luigi Fowler, Deja Fisher, Medhani Gabrekadin, Lizette Gomez, Tariq Graves, William Harrison Houghton IV, Alan Horn, Ku Tu, Ariel Jones, Fernanda Luna Ramirez, Jaron McAllister, George Plaza, Dakota Price, Ayana Reed, Eric Rithenpong, Hamilton Shepard, Trinity Simpson, Messiah Stratford, Avery Symes, Jen Turnmeyer, Chance Vang, Joseph Vang, Jordan Villatoro, Marquise Washington, Shadrach T. Wessa II, Kadeja Williams, Bob Wu, Alfred James Wynn III. Congratulations, Cohort 1.
Thank you, Erica, and congratulations again, graduates. If you happen to know a young adult between the ages of 18 and 26 that could benefit and be a part of what we are going through right now, an opportunity like our graduating class, there's still time to get them enrolled into our new class beginning in just a few weeks. The best way to find out more information is to visit our website at www.yearup.org today. Next, I have the pleasure of introducing Europe Atlanta Class 1 alumna, Shannon Duffins, to lead our graduates in the Alumni Pledge.
Hello, everyone. I now welcome graduates to recite the Alumni Pledge from the Alumni Pledge card in their graduation box or by following along on the screen. Helping me are graduates Ku, Hamilton, and David. I pledge that as a member of the Year Up National Alumni Association,
I pledge that as a member of the Year Up National Alumni Association,
I will continue to uphold and promote Year Up's mission and core values.
I will continue to uphold and promote Year Up's mission and core values.
I will strive for excellence and realize my potential.
I will strive for excellence and realize my potential.
I will use my time and talents to contribute to the success of Year Up, its students, and its alumni.
I will use my time and talents to contribute to the success of Year Up, its students, and its alumni.
I will take action in the movement to I will take action in the movement to close the opportunity divide.
I will take action in the movement to close the opportunity divide.
I take this oath freely as a promise to lift while I climb and to be a lifelong ambassador of Year Up.
I take this oath freely as a promise to lift while I climb and to be a lifelong ambassador of Year Up.
I warmly welcome Year Up Charlotte's first class to the Alumni Association. You did it. Please reference the alumni pamphlet in your mailing to review resources available to you as alumni. Congratulations. Now the longest part of your Year Up experience begins.
Thank you, Shannon. To close out this evening, I would like to welcome Brandon Crowder to deliver his message to us.
Hello and good evening. Thank you all for joining us in this celebration as we are the first cohort to graduate in Year Up Charlotte. From a young age, I always had responsibility, being a good son, student, and caregiver. I'm the only child of a single mother from a low-income background. Life was never easy for both of us, but our faith kept us going. Unfortunately, in 2018, my mom passed away, and I had to step up and handle things I wasn't sure I was ready for. I realized one day I wanted more for myself. I wanted a financially stable career that motivates me and that supports me. I took on plenty of responsibility and opportunities that will benefit me and my future. I had to make sacrifices, but my most significant opportunity and achievement was joining Europe. Europe has taught me many lessons and taught me not to be afraid to put myself out there and to be comfortable with the uncomfortable. I have a community that is like another family and that we all want to see each other succeed. I used to be a shy individual that kept to myself and couldn't bring myself to speak in front of a crowd. But in this program, it enlightened me to open up, speak out, and make connections I never thought I would have if I remained the same. I'm grateful for a fantastic support system and a tremendous opportunity interning at Bank of America. I can now say that I'm a full-time employee at the bank as a business control specialist with a bright future ahead of me. I have seen the growth in myself and each individual of my learning community, and I couldn't be prouder. From walking around on campus with ties and blazers on, rain or shine, hot or cold, we'll be walking into a more prosperous future. I want to thank my mentors for encouraging me and seeing the talent that I have, the staff for their endless support and their fun interactives, and I want to thank my coaching group and peers for their genuine support. The memories we created during this program will stick with us forever, as well as the friendships we developed. I'm excited to see what the future holds for us as the first class of Year Up Charlotte. We will continue to exceed expectations in anything we do. We will be truthful, kind, ambitious, and eager to learn. Thank you, Push, for being your true selves, and I want to thank everyone for attending this celebration tonight. I know we have community members, partners, volunteers, family, friends, and staff all in attendance. So thank you for sharing this moment with us. Thank you, and congratulations to Year Up Charlotte 2020 Cohort 1.